All you have to do is just register, and each registration, each one of you have the power to change millions and millions of lives. So all you have to do is really register and do some sort of a movement, like I said, a jog, a run, a walk, some sort of movement, perhaps a dance. It's as simple as just doing that, registering, and helping millions and millions of people restarting their lives, their livelihoods, their businesses. So I think it's just, it's as simple as that.
All right, so Niranjan, I think Tiger has a very, busy schedule, and, but very inspiring message. Also joining us this evening, two very special guests on our panel, actor, youth icon and fitness enthusiast, also ace footballer, captain of the Indian football team, Sunil Chhetri. Thank you so much for joining us on this live town hall. I'd also like to welcome on the panel Abhishek Ganguly, the General Manager of Southeast Asia and India Puma. The person instrumental, in fact, Niranjan, in establishing Puma as the #1 brand in the country. A sports enthusiast himself. He's also, Abhishek, I believe, is also a firm believer that India should be a multi-sport nation. I'm sure Kiran Rijiju will be very happy to hear that and know that. Also joining us this evening is Vijay Raghavan Venugopal. He's the co-founder and CEO of FastUp. Thank you so much, gentlemen, for joining us on this broadcast. First up, I'd like to go across to Vijay Raghavan Venugopal. Vijay, like Anil has been mentioning, like Vivek has been telling, it's just that simple. You need to register and you're just one click away when you want to make that small difference. The slogan or the clarion call today is livelihoods matter, you can do this. So what is your message as you join us on this Independence Day evening?
So happy Independence Day to everyone. It's been absolutely a pleasure to be here. As the minister said, and also how Vivek and Anil has been putting forward, FastUp has always been into the area of wellness, nutrition and fitness. And when COVID struck, we were also looking at options and avenues, how do we help, etc. We did our own bit by when we had our employees going out to help frontline warriors, giving whatever they could, etc. But when this initiative came from Procam in the form of a huge national movement, it was bang on target, right? For people like us who were into this field, there could have been nothing like this, and for us, we have ensured that everyone is able to contribute in whatever manner possible. It need not be big, it need not be small, whatever is possible, people are able to step forward and make it a movement, and that is what eventually helps the country as such, and that's where you can make a difference, not by those big things, but by those small things. And we have truly believed in it and very happy to be part of this great event happening, and we are super excited.
Yeah. Let me take that question to Abhishek Ganguly. Abhishek, how is Puma's extended family of athletes supporting this initiative? Seems like Anil and Vivek are getting a lot of support from across India. Big brands, government also putting its weight behind this campaign.
First and foremost, happy Independence Day to all of us. I think there cannot be a better day to do this discussion, because I firmly believe that a fitter India is a better India. I think everyone in some kind of a position of responsibility has this onus to spread the awareness of sporting culture and the fitness culture. As far as this movement is concerned, when we first chanced upon it through Anil and Vivek, we come across a really great idea where on one side you can care, there is sharing with the community, and it is also caring about oneself. So I think it's a unique opportunity during this pandemic, when one has to really take care of oneself and one's loved ones through building immunity, staying strong mentally and physically, and staying positive on one side. And on the other side, also look around and see what's happening and make small contribution to the community. I'm very confident that with the host of partners, the kind of personalities we have, Sunil Chhetri himself,
Yes.
Virat Kohli, KL Rahul, Mary Kom, Duti Chand, everyone that we have firmly believe that themselves great athletes and they're themselves a firm believer of sporting culture. And they're also very aware citizens of the nation. And I'm very confident that they would amplify this movement through whatever ways is possible. And I'm firmly believe that it's a very positive thing for the for the country that we all can get on board.
Absolutely. And, you know, like you said, it's a very, very positive thing for the country. That has been the essence of the Prime Minister's Independence Day speech as well. I'd now like to, take that question to Sunil, and also I'd like to bring Anil in. Anil, while Sunil, in fact, is an inspiration to the youth of this country. How do you think Sunil can play a role in fact, motivating the larger mass in, getting involved in this movement? What is it that you think that sports persons who so strongly believe in the cause, what do they bring on the table?
Well, Sunil is an absolute a sporting icon of this country, and so that's a no-brainer. But more importantly, I think it's Sunil and the likes of Sunil and the likes of every one of us. Any kind of shoulder to the wheel is going to make a difference. Let's be clear on that. So, as you know, and just like Abhishek so beautifully echoed, that the entire wealth of Puma. Puma has been a partner with us for so many years, but the entire wealth of Puma and their athletes have got one voice. The one voice says, get involved, register now, make that difference. And that lovely quote which I sort of been quoting all across town, which is done by James, American philosopher, which he said was, act as if what you do makes a difference. Full stop. It does. And if that's the philosophy that we can sort of build ourselves on, behave, act, and actually sort of, follow that, you can't imagine the difference we can make, not only to the livelihoods out there, but to ourselves, to the community, to the kind of an ethos that we can build. So, it's fantastic to see Sunil joining us, and like Abhishek saying, Virat and all these wonderful brands. So we need everybody to get involved. It cannot be done alone. Thank you to you. Look at Republic for taking this out there. So it needs everyone to get involved and give India. Give India is that one partner of ours who is actually the real vein, the real sort of vein that connects all these points and makes sure that the last mile, that the impact, that the monies that is distributed correctly, evenly, and with their clout and with their support, hey, we can make a huge difference.
Yeah. Sunil, you want to take that question? Tell our viewers why they should participate in this. Why is this important?
Good evening, everyone. Happy Independence Day to all of us.
Happy Independence Day, Sunil.
Yeah, I think it's a double bonus. All of us are talking about how simple it is. It is simple. Run, jog, do any exercise. At the same time, when you're doing that, you're helping a lot of people because it's a mass movement. Because everyone in the country are going to come together. I'm pretty sure about that. And that is why what we're going to generate is going to be so huge that we're going to help so many people who are in dire need. I was just talking to a few of my friends who are training here. Life is, even after all this pandemic, life hasn't been that cruel for us. Because we're still training, we still have food to eat, we still go to the ground, we still train, of course, with some social distancing. But there's so many people who have lost so much. There is so less hope for so many of them because of what's going around. So I think this small gesture, done right by everyone in the country, will make a huge, huge impact. So do not get bogged down of your 99 rupees or 399 or 999 or how many or 5 of you or whatever. Just register. Run. And do not make it just one Sunday. Run every day if you can. If you can't run, just walk, do any exercise. Because our sports minister said that 70% of us are unfit. Let's prove him wrong as soon as possible. And at the same time, we are doing a good cause. So I think it's a no-brainer. It's a double bonus.
Yeah. A no-brainer, a double bonus is what Sunil says. Anil, you mentioned Give India and how it's the largest and the most trusted giving platform. I'd like to bring Ashok Kumar. Sorry to keep you waiting, Mr. Kumar. We've been talking about livelihoods. We've been constantly emphasizing and re-emphasizing that yes, livelihoods matter, especially in times like these very, very challenging times. First of all, to make our viewers get a sense of the gravity of the situation, when we say livelihoods matter, what do we mean when we say that, especially when it comes down to quantifying it? We spoke of the numbers at the beginning of the show, but what is your sense? What are you doing at Give India?
I think one of the disturbing fact, about 1,500 non-profit partners we work across the country, is that 2/3 of households are having a loss of income. Weekly income has come to 10%. What this means effectively is that a country like ours, where there is so much poverty, this pandemic might move more people into poverty. So therefore, I think this movement is kind of very timely, very important, and very honored and great to be partnering with ProCam, doing that. One thing I want to highlight as on Independence Day, I think all of us want to do something for the country. Desh Bhakti is coming, in everybody together. There is an emotive feeling. I think livelihood gives a dignity to an individual and a family, right? And we don't want that to be taken away. I think that's the key. And to me, I think that's a very important part of this movement. I think Anil or Vivek touched on earlier on that just 7,000 rupees can help the entire family, in a city, and 5,000 rupees, in non-urban cities can help them to revive the livelihood. Right now, they don't even have money for food and medicines. And the last 4 months, we've been seeing some of the disturbing visuals and in social media and talking about, hearing the story. Yeah. It's real, and I think that's really important. Therefore, livelihood really matters.
Yeah, just getting in a lot of questions, because the show is also live on Facebook. Getting in one such question that people are asking us as the town hall is going live on Facebook. I'd like to take that question and go across to Vivek. Vivek, one viewer, I think it's Kate, writing in, what kind of impact do you expect the movement to have in terms of supporting livelihoods? Vivek, you want to take that question?
Try to take it, I'll take it like this. It's okay, Alan.
Yeah, sure, thank you. The impact is twofold. One is the sheer that we want to raise as much money as possible to make a direct difference into the lives of those that have lost their livelihoods. The second is the wellness aspect of this, which is very important. People need to take care of themselves. We all know what's happening, whether it's youngsters, old, screen time has overtaken everything else. We need to get out there, we need to move. Whether you move inside your homes, you move outside, you need to dedicate a certain amount of time each day for your wellness. Why are we doing this over 30 days? That's another very interesting question. And that is because it leads to habit formation. When you do something regularly for a certain period of time, it leads to habit formation. And the third important thing that I'd like to stress upon is community. We want to get people together for a common purpose. Let people get connected. We cannot be distance. We can be social distance from each other because of the pandemic, but we cannot be distanced from somebody else's pain. There needs to be empathy in each one of us. If one of us suffers, every one of us suffers. This platform, the Sun Feast India Run as One, is a platform that allows people to come together with a common purpose and give hope to those people who have lost their hope. So community, social impact and wellness, all three goals are important.
Yeah, a lot more questions now coming in. Also, once again, telling our viewers, if you're watching us live, you know what to do. You have to register. That's all it takes to make a difference. The details are also on your screens. Anil, there's another question coming in from Aditya. He writes, how can I track my daily kilometers covered?
Through the campaign.
He can simply sync any of his fitness apps to the platform. And it's as simple as that. It's not complicated. It doesn't matter what app it is. So it actually just sort of fits in and collaborates with anything that is technology on the platform. So any app you can just sync it with.
Okay. One question that people are also asking in the course of this broadcast, and Anil, I want you to take that question. How can people register? How can people register? How simple is it? And what do they really have to do to join this movement?
Just simply go to sunfeastindiarunisone.procamp.in. Get involved. There are 5 different ways you can actually register, whether it's from a corporate side, whether you want to do it as a group, whether there are 5 different ways. You just want to donate. The idea is simple, and we don't want to complicate this. Neither are we here suggesting, that go out there and get out there and, with all the social distancing norms that we must obey and we must be concerned about. It could be just within your community. It could be sitting at home doing push-ups, sit-ups, pull-ups, just going up and down your stairs, forming groups, telling your neighbors, your family versus my family, creating these lovely little things. So it's just about getting involved. The moment you're involved, the moment you register, you put your money in, whether it's $99, $4.99 or $9.99, you're part of this wonderful story. And the moment you're part of this wonderful story, the entire diaspora of all the benefits, of all the touch points, of all the connect, of being embraced, you can embrace every single thing by just simply registering.
Yeah, while you were speaking, I tried doing that online and trying to show my bib while I tried to register online. Is that that's a golden bib? Seems like a golden bib. Is that how it goes? You get a golden bib.
It's exactly how it goes.
Okay.
It's exactly how it goes.
Fantastic. Okay, I have Deepa Malik also joining us on this special broadcast. Deepa, thank you for joining us. Why are you supporting this campaign? And how do you think people can help and pitch in from wherever they are, Deepa?
Firstly, a very happy Independence Day to everybody, and I feel very, very honored and elated to be a part of this run, especially when I represented as the president of the Paralympic Committee of India. And Honorable Modi ji's vision of India is Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas. And another dream of his is Accessible India, Sugamya Bharat. So I think it is very important for my para-athletes also to join this campaign, Fit India Movement campaign. This is something which talks about health. At the same time, it gives us that feeling of empowerment that we, despite of whatever physically challenges we face, our own difficulties, we in some way can contribute in empowering another citizen of the country. Create livelihoods for them, especially at these trying times of pandemic, and especially for a physically challenged person, when we get this whole feeling that due to us, because mostly this particular section of society and especially people in disability are looked upon as dependent people. But when my athletes, when my fraternity of parasports comes together and participates in a run, firstly, we declare ourselves as fit. We declare ourselves as responsible citizens who are equally concerned and feel obliged and feel responsible to become a source, a medium to support livelihoods and become hope for others. So they are giving back, and that itself is such an empowering feeling. And it is time for us to come together, and Sunfeast India Run as one, by partnering with us, has indirectly also declared that India, now the new India, is inclusive India, and sports is for all. Everybody can play sports, everybody can be a part of this run, whether it is wheeling yourself, even if I have also myself registered in it.
Yeah.
And yes, this is This is my web here. I can show it in the camera.
Yeah.
I have also registered. I wonder if you can see it.
Yeah.
And similarly, our athletes are also participating. We are going to talk about it. We are also going to create awareness regarding this run because we feel that this is the need of the hour and we all should come together to support each other.
Yeah. Deepa, you know, today we're very, very honored, and like you were talking to us, we'll also talk to you about how the Paralympic community is supporting the movement. But before that, Eliud Kipchoge, global marathon legend, he's joining us. He's the ambassador of the Sunfeast India Run is One. India has been, Niranjan, India has been really lucky to witness him in action during the 2016 Airtel Delhi Half Marathon. Now the 8-time marathon winner and 3-time Olympic medalist. He's the first person in the world to break the marathon distance in less than 2 hours in Vienna. Eliud, thank you so much for joining us. How is that feeling?
Thank you too. I want to take this opportunity to thank all the organizers of the Sunfeast. I want to thank all the Indians actually for welcoming me during this Zoom conference. All is well here in Kenya. I'm doing great. I hope you guys also you are doing well.
We're
I want to just take this opportunity to actually urge every Indian to actually take directives as far as COVID-19 is concerned. Secondly, is that I want to pass my condolences to those who have actually lost their livelihoods during these hard times.
Yeah, I think I saw Mr. Anurag Batra there. Anurag, why do you think people should join this campaign?
Yes. Good evening.
Good evening.
First of all, a very happy Independence to you and to all the viewers. Anil, congratulations on putting this together. Your dream is coming true on this very special day of the 15th August. We initiated this. We are happy to partner because of 3 reasons. One, it is about making India fit. When we talk of lives and livelihoods, fitness matters. And because we have had lockdown, we are in-house. I think the spirit of being fit helps in immunity, helps in well-being, helps in giving hope. Second is, I represent the business community. The platforms that I lead represent the business community. And we have sedentary lifestyle. We spend too much time sitting. It's a time to be active. Through our mediums, through our platforms, we'll be able to get more and more people to participate and bring corporate India to kind of come in full force and support the Sunfeast Run as One. And last but not the least, personally I want to be fitter, and Anil has taken upon himself to make sure I'm fitter. He's got me the inclusion, and I look forward to trying to compete with the world-class runners that we have. Let's see where I get with it. So it's a personal challenge for me to bring in the business community, and third, it's an honor to partner with ProCan, which is pioneering in its initiatives, and we really feel delighted that we are in August company, literally.
Yeah. Anil, and Eliud is also with us today, and a legend, and we know how sport, in fact, is a unifier. Anil, if you'd like to ask, if you'd like to take a question with him, in my mind, I have this question about how do you think, what should be the appeal to the global citizens when it comes to a movement like this? What is the appeal you make when you want to make fitness so integral and so inclusive in your everyday life?
Eliud is not just a sportsman. Eliud is what we call a Ratna. He's a sporting icon of a different level. A man who's broken every barrier. A man who I can call a friend. A man who I was there in Rio de Janeiro watching him do the last event and shatter the Olympic record. So, Eliud is Eliud. And he's been, for me to say this, that after the 2016 Rio Olympics, the first event that Eliud ran was the Airtel Delhi Half Marathon in 2016 in October. So, it's so special. And listen, when Eliud speaks, the worldwide community of sport listens very intently because he is a special human being. And the fact that when I reached out to Eliud, just for him to say, I'm with you because what you're doing is phenomenal. And let me say one thing. the people love him in India, of course, but across the globe, he's a true.
Yeah.
He lives in his own hemisphere, own stratosphere, and own hemisphere, and everybody listens to what Eliud says because he walks the talk, and that's for sure.
Yeah. We have Salim Merchant and Suleiman Merchant, music composers, joining us. Salim and Suleiman, thank you for joining us. And
thank you very much for having us.
Thank you. It's our pleasure. What's your tune? What's your tune for the Sunfeast India Run is One? Give us the tune.
सोच लिया तो मुमकिन है, निकल पड़ो तो मुमकिन है, सोच लिया तो मुमकिन है, निकल पड़ो तो मुमकिन है.
Go on.
Our viewers want more.
This song is let me just tell you about this song. I mean, this song is very special to us because it is a song with a lot of purpose. It's a song which gives strength and inspiration to every human being to run for a cause. And अगर आपने इसको ठान लिया है, if you've decided that you're going to do something, you're going to bring about that change, you can do it. If you've just thought about it, that's why सोच लिया तो मुमकिन है. Beautiful lines penned by Prasoon Joshi. And when we made the song, we had so much happiness, which really brought a lot of inspiration to our own. I've actually started running, long distances after making this song. So it's really, really special to us.
Absolutely. And, like you were saying, and we have a very special guest this evening, Prasoon Joshi. Those words, soch liya to mumkin hai, nikal pado to mumkin hai, so inspiring, so very powerful. And I'm sure it enthuses anyone who, listens to it. Prasoon will be joining us in a short while from now. But like we've been telling Niranjan, and, both Salim is there with us, Suleiman is there with us. Those words, nikal pado to mumkin hai, that's a call for action. That's like he said, it is about being driven by purpose. We're still waiting for Prasoon to join us this evening.
Yeah.
We're going to play out that anthem as well.
Yeah. And it's simple. It's very simple. And just waiting for a few seconds as Prasoon joins us, I want Anil to quickly tell our viewers how can they join the movement. All they have to do is register. Anil.
Act exactly what it says on your screen. Act as if what you do makes a difference. It does. And just register. Just go with a few clicks of your finger. Sunfeast India runas1.procam.in and you're in.
Okay.
Before Prasoon joins us on this broadcast, Suleiman's also with us. We're going to play out that anthem. Salim hummed 2 lines of the anthem. Are you going to give us away one more line of the tune?
In fact, more than that, I'm just going to make sure that you guys hear the anthem and follow the mantra. It's such a simple thing. Once you decide on something, it is very easy. The most challenging part in this is that you have to decide to do it. And this is something that our country really needs, is decision, make the decision and do the change.
Yeah.
Make the change.
And I think the time has come for us to unleash the anthem, to release the anthem. So here it is, the Sunfeast India Run is One 2020 anthem.
झील के अंदर एक जिंदा लहर उठाना, हर दिल की खुली सड़क पे उम्मीदें लिखते जाना, सोए सोए सपनों को एक हलचल ख्वाब दिखाना, बेबाक इरादे लेकर बिन बंदिश बहते जाना, सोच लिया तो मुमकिन है, निकल पड़ो तो मुमकिन है, सोच लिया adrenaline running through my veins. Break through and I never quit. Mind is on the finish line till I'm over it. When I fall, I rise, you'll see high like a flame from the ashes. Nothing can stop you now.
It's been a wonderful conversation, isn't it, Niranjan? Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us on the broadcast. And before we say goodbye, Prasoon Joshi, the man behind those words, "Soch liya to mumkin hai, nikal pado to mumkin hai," he's also joining us. Prasoon, that's a beautiful rendition, very, very inspiring. We're very sure that that's going to enthuse the youth of this country and everyone to just register and be a part of this movement. Running out of time, we'll take one last word with you, Prasoon. What was going on in your mind when you wrote those words?
Yeah, so what was there in my mind was that, when I talk to the people who are these runners who are dedicated to running, and one thing I repeatedly got from them was that, it's the first step which counts. Once you cross that hurdle, something which inspires you and you continue. And that's why I wrote, "Khamosh jheel ke andar एक जिंदा लहर उठाना, हर दिल की खुड़ी सड़क पे उम्मीदें लिखते जाना, सोए सोए सपनों को एक हलचल ख्वाब दिखाना, बेबाक इरादे लेकर बिन बंदिश बहते जाना, सोच लिया तो मुमकिन है, निकल पड़ो तो मुमकिन है."
Beautiful. Prasoon, thank you for joining us here on Republic TV and for that anthem. And I'd like to congratulate the entire team of ProCam and all their supporters and partners. Salim Suleiman, Vivek of ProCam, Anil ProCam, Ashok Kumar of Give India, Hemant Malik, ITC. I'd like to thank Eliud for being with us, Anurag Batra and Tiger Shroff. Thank you for being a part of this broadcast. Yari, last word. 2 seconds to you. Go ahead.
Adil Sumariwala is with us. And the entire World Athletic Council,
yes,
Athletic Federation of India, nobody has given us more support than Adil, who's taken his time to come here. One quick word from him would be very great.
Okay, go ahead, Nadir, go ahead.
No, thank you. I've been patiently sitting down, listening to everybody. Just very, very excited about this run. And Athletics Federation started its journey with ProCam more than 15 years ago. We continue our journey, and they have all the support of all our athletes who are training at the Olympic camp, and they're all going to be part of this great movement.
We wish you all the very best.
Yes.
From the Republic Media Network, we are with you, and we wish you all the very best in ensuring that this becomes a big success. All you have to do is register. It's as simple as that. Thank you for joining us on this special broadcast.